So today we are racking some of the 2019 Joy Fantastic Syrahs and Pinot Noirs. You rack for a number of different reasons. The primary reason is to get the wine that is in the barrel off any of the lees that have settled down kind of right along the bottom. So we'll use this, which is called a bulldog, and this goes into the barrel and forms a nice seal. And you can either hook up a inert gas tank with nitrogen or argon if you want, or today we're actually going to use a small pump because we actually want to give these wines a little bit of air, and so we're going to gently pump them into the tank off the lees. After the wines go into tank, we're going to clean out the barrels, rinse them, remove any sediment that's in the barrels, steam them as well to sanitize them, and then put the wine back into the barrels. So we are just racking some Syrah here from 2019. We're gonna lower this down, tighten it up. And there's a sight glass so you can see if you're picking up any sediment once we start. And then we'll have to turn the pump on to start the process. Start pulling wine, and you can see it's clear, so we'll drop this down, and you see a little bit of lees come through there.
It's hard to see on the camera,
But we're basically on the bottom, so it just made a little puff, but otherwise pretty clear.
You don't mind that little bit of lees?
No, I mean, this is only their first racking, so these are going to go back to barrel for some time, so it'll have a chance to settle out again and before racking for bottling and next year. There are no lees coming through, so we'll just let it do its thing until it begins to suck air, and then we'll turn it off.
Wait, how far away from the bottom is it?
There is a little cup on the bottom, a little foot, so it's maybe 2 inches up off the bottom.
And when you're putting the bulldog in, it doesn't disturb the lees to be, to pull out a lot of sediment?
So you drop it down slowly, and as you're dropping it down, you're kind of watching it. So if it were higher up, we would slowly be lowering it, but there really isn't any sediment on this. So if we hit sediment, we would stop it and then tighten it so it wouldn't go all the way down. But in this case, we're able to go all the way down. We're on the bottom.
So this is not a racking that you're doing like a pre-bottle.
No, this is the first racking. So these wines will go back into barrel for another 6 to 9 months. So they'll get racked again before bottling.
And you're pulling it off the lees because you thought the wines were a little stinky? You thought they were a little reductive?
Some of the Pinot Noirs are. The Syrahs are not. But it's April now, so they've been on their lees for 6 months, and so we want to start assembling the wines. Kind of have all the different clones and parcels, start to put them together.
Have you added any SO2 yet?
The Syrahs have not seen any SO2 yet, so they'll get a sulfur addition. Maybe 30 or 40 parts. We'll see. The pH is relatively low for Syrah, so we don't have to add as much SO2 with this wine.
Oh yeah, you can see some lees down there still.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of wine, not much, but the lees, and you can see where they stop. Maybe an inch up in the barrel. Not even. I just mean like sort of what's clinging to the side.
Yeah.
So these are lees right here. They're very fine. These feel like gritty wine.
Yeah, it's all the dead yeast cells and little sort of grape cells, and you hope when you drop this down into the barrel that the lees are right about there, which they were. We've kind of wiped them off, but that way this stays out of them and the wine goes up through here.
So this is that bottom part that you were talking about when you said that there's
it's a foot essentially. There's different sizes. You can have longer ones. This is the shortest one.
Why would you have a longer or shorter one?
Just if you had more heavy lees. Like I said, these wines were settled in tank before going into barrel. If you filled these barrels directly off the press, you might have more lees, and then you might want to use a longer foot to stay up out of the lees.
What are you doing?
So we're just rinsing all the lees out of the barrel, all the sediment. And then after that, after rinsing the barrels, we're gonna steam them. And so we'll put the steaming wand in. And we'll turn on the steam. And this barrel will then fill with very hot steam, sanitize it. It also helps pull some of the sediment that's stuck in the wood staves out as well. So that way we should have nice clean barrels to return the wine to. So now we're just refilling the barrels after they've been cleaned and steamed. And we're gonna add a little bit of sulfur as well. This is some potassium metabisulfate. And we're gonna add that once the barrel's full, or almost full. And that will be that.